Hey guys, what's going on? We need to talk here about Voyager Digital and two major concerns that I have with this company. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I'm a huge investor in Voyager. I've got about just over $20,000 in VGX and close to $100,000 in the Voyager stock itself. It's my largest position for sure. So I'm very bullish on the company overall, but there's two major things that I'm really worried about as this company continues to grow. And as they move into the future, I think there's going to be a couple things here that we need to, really stay focused on and actually have Voyager take care of. Because if they don't, we're going to end up in a spot where, Voyager is going to get a bad name for themselves and they're going to be put in a bad spot. Now, this is the two things I want to talk about here is number one, they're having issues with their bank accounts and they're having issues with withdrawals, people depositing money. It just seems like almost every single day I have I hear about a comment or something where somebody says, hey, I deposited money and it hasn't shown up, or I tried to withdraw and it didn't let me, or I tried to connect my bank account and it's not letting me connect it. I've actually had this issue. It's still ongoing. I'm hoping to get some help for it, but I haven't resolved that yet. And this is kind of frustrating, because I'm trying to deposit money into the platform and I'm not able to do so. I've already supported a ticket. We're going to take a look at that here in a second. So that's the first thing is, banking issues. I also know they have like withdrawal limits. They will only let you withdraw. I think it's up to $25,000 for most people, which, for 99% of people out there is not a big deal. But there are some people out there, such as me, Kevin, that do have, large amounts of money in the platform. And if they want to move it off, they should be able to. I understand there's regulations and stuff around that's going to prevent them from being able to, they have to have some, safety nets in place in order to, prevent fraud and whatnot. But, there should be some level of flexibility with that, at least in my opinion. And maybe I don't understand the full thing, but it's something that I just see people getting frustrated about it with, right? That's the most important thing is I see people getting frustrated and they don't understand. And, they just say, hey, I'm trying to withdraw this money and I can't. So what's the issue? So that's the first thing I want to talk about here. The next thing on our list that we've got to talk about is the fact that their customer service is just really not that great. Let's take a look at my computer here. And the first thing I want to talk about here is what this says on their Voyager website. So this is on their website, investvoyager.com. And it says, we're a team of finance and technology industry veterans, we've, come from experience like this. Our mission is to provide every investor with a trusted and secure access point to crypto asset trading. We offer best-in-class customer service, incomparable access to most popular assets, and commission-free trading. Now, I think these second two things, the second and third things here are correct. But to say that they've got best-in-class customer service, I don't know if that's the case right now. They really need to get their customer service kind of figured out. And, I hear from people all the time, hey, I emailed into Voyager. I wasn't able to hear back from them. I tried calling, didn't go anywhere. I tried support ticket. I tried their chat bot on their app, all these different things. And I think, people are not getting the answers they need, and that's a detrimental thing. I think that these two concerns are things that we need to look out for as investors in Voyager, because I think these could be major pitfalls for the company itself and for new people coming in. I look at Robinhood, who has had a ton of these same exact issues. I know that Robinhood now, I believe, has 24/7 support, but even just a couple months ago, Robinhood, despite being such a large company like they are, they did not have like a direct support line where you could call somebody and get answers to your questions. And that's a really big drawback. If you look at companies such as Fidelity or E-Trade or Charles Schwab or whatever, any of these big name brokerages, they're going to have somebody around the clock you can call and get answers for your questions, right? Whether you've got $100 in the platform, you've got millions, they don't care. They've got somebody there. And of course, they've been around for a long time, so they should have that, right? That's something we'd expect. But this is something that's absolutely required. When you've got hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on the line in investment count, sometimes if something goes wrong, you want to be able to have somebody reach out to you and say, hey, I'm having this issue. Can you help me out with it? And unfortunately, Voyager's just not quite there yet. I know that they are obviously focused on the business. They're focused on the company and growing that. And I think that's extremely important. So, obviously that comes first, but I'm just a little bit worried. I'm not worried necessarily because I think they'll get it figured out. I think it's a fairly easy thing to do, but that's kind of the problem, right? It's like, it's a fairly easy thing to do. Like, I'm not quite understanding why they can't just hire a couple people to respond to these support tickets. If I take a look at the support ticket that I submitted here, this is a support ticket that I submitted in regards to my bank transfer having issues. And this is on December 9th, 8:46 a.m. And we're now sitting here at Friday, December 10th, 3:38 p.m. And I still haven't received a response. I don't expect them to respond right away, but I feel like within 24 hours, they should at least have somebody who can reach out and say, hey, we're working on your issue. We're going to get in touch with you and figure out what we can do. But that hasn't happened. I've actually heard of people literally tweeting at Steve Ehrlich on Twitter and saying, hey, I'm having this issue. Can you help me out? And Steve's actually handling it himself. Which is great. That's phenomenal that people are getting in touch with Steve. That's really cool to have a customer who can get in touch with the CEO of a massive company like this. That's really, really cool. But from a business perspective, it's a terrible idea. Steve should not be handling those types of requests. Sometimes he has to go above and beyond, especially if it's somebody on YouTube who's like Meet Kevin or whatever, who's having issues. Of course, Steve is going to step in and just say, hey, I'm going to fix this right away. And I get that, sometimes the problems are just easier to fix really quick rather than just waiting for somebody else to take it on. But Steve should not be handling these types of requests when they have the means, they're a profitable company and they have the means to go out there and hire somebody, at a reasonable salary to be able to answer these questions. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what your guys' frustrations are with the company. Those are two things that I'm a little bit concerned about. Like I said, I'm extremely bullish on this company. I think that the next couple of years are going to be very, very bright, but these are the two major things that I'm looking at as an investor that I think could potentially hold the stock back or hold the company back rather, that would be, are of concern to me. So I want to know what your thoughts are. Drop a comment down below. If you're having issues like this, I'd love to hear about it. If you think I'm off base here, let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.